go. Perfect. Alright. Hello, my name is Joseph Saunders. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, you'll know me better as Samantha Studios or any of my many characters that I play. If this gets posted to Instagram, it might be. Hello there as well. Yes, I am the man, the myth behind Modesty and Right Music, Samantha Studios primarily, and my YouTube channel, as well as many other things all over the interwebs, but that's the primary thing. But yes, I am the man behind that. I've come with some solemn news, which is I will be leaving for higher education. That's right. I am going to be ascending to other things now. And there's obviously some implications to this. Hopefully they're not all extremely drastic. I don't think they will be. But first and foremost, before any of that, 4 of my albums are going to be on every streaming service, I think, except for Pandora and TikTok. But you'll be able to get, I think it's over 40 streaming services. That's 4 of my albums. All the links are in my bio as usual to my music, and I'll update that site with the new links when it comes out. So hopefully by the end of this week or early next week, mid next week, we'll get at least on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. So you will have that. And please listen. It helps so much, especially sharing my music. Even if you don't listen to it, share it, pass it on. Every stream gets me a little bit of moolah here and there, which is nothing to complain about. But yes, so that's kind of big. It's 4 albums. I think it's the 4 most recent, sort of. So you'll be able to get that and enjoy it. Yes, that's the first thing, and I obviously won't be able to attend much to that for obvious reasons, which we'll get into, but it is there for your listening enjoyment, and I'll make sure to update all the links on all of my socials and whatnot. You'll get it, that's what I'm saying. But if you want to look at it early, there's always my up links in my bio and whatnot. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that things here are going to kind of, hit a wall for a while. I don't know how long, but obviously, just given that I will be kind of MIA with studies and archery and the like, yes, some of my more regular projects will probably kind of be in the doldrums and limbo, per se. Now, that's not a horrible thing. I have plenty of other things out, and I can certainly take a rest. I've really pushed myself hard to get a lot of content out the last 4 years. Kind of looking at it in hindsight, I have, I believe, 26 albums, and that's not even counting some of the other ones that I have taken down or are hard to find. So yes, quite a lot of content that's out there for you to listen to, even if I'm not here making things. But yes, until I kind of get in the groove of things, and when Thanksgiving and December come around, I would imagine that things are going to be somewhat slower. Don't worry, I'll be around if you need to contact me or just want to, I don't know, do what people do. I'll be here on everything, and so no worries about that. But now, so that aside, point 1, looking forward, for the next 4 years, there's a lot of things that we have planned that I can't fit all of it into this video because I want to keep this relatively brief. But obviously, aside from my music, I would like to begin touring locally, especially in the Wisconsin area, and we'll see what happens there. It's more just finding people who will host me that are all over Wisconsin. I would rather not have to use my home and whatnot, but I've done it before and it's worked out fine. But I do want to start moving away from that stage of things. So there is that. Second, or I should say third, in sort of the succession of things. As far as projects, next summer I think I will be going on a photography tour, heading from Wisconsin to the West Coast and whatnot. So if there's any churches that I should be looking at out there, let me know. I'll be doing Byzantine and Latin and whatnot. It's a trip I want to do for a very long time. I might drag my brother along with me. So there's that as well. Yes, so possibly live shows, hopefully this photography trip. And we'll see what else. We'll see what else is in store. I can't obviously know any of it now. I'll be trying to work in as much as I can whilst I am busy with school. However that priority plays out and whatnot. Now, fourthly, of course, these things will be taking a slowdown, and so work with my art society, which is the KOE. I don't talk about it a lot in here. I talk about a lot on my channel. If you're watching on Instagram, you don't know anything about this, but the KOE and the Coventry of St. Columba. I've passed on some leadership roles for the upcoming winter and fall and whatnot. So, thank you to Henry Frona for taking my position at least for a while, and I'll be resigning as Vicar General for the Coventry. Fifthly, there will hopefully at some point, I have to work on the logistics, but we are working on adding an agricultural side to the Coventry of St. Columba. So if you are Catholic and interested in the possibility of a small farming community, let me know. It's something which has been on the minds of myself and the rest of the council for quite a while. It's an end goal, and we're just working towards that. It's mainly how does the support come around for that? Who would be interested? There's a lot of logistics, but we're definitely trying to aim in on that. But anyway, for the sake of brevity, I will leave that out for a later period of time. Yes, so obviously I'll be somewhat far away from my current location. I'll be heading out to the East Coast to beautiful New England, which I've wanted to do for a very long time. There's some very lovely churches out there, which I will be hopefully visiting all at some point. But feel free to contact me. I'm not going to be disappeared entirely, but I make this primarily to say that it is the end of an era, and these last 4 years have been wonderful. Obviously for many personal reasons, but otherwise just for support for my music and such. So please consider supporting our group. My musical journey and projects, and the people who work with me. And it's not just me all the time, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding. But yes, there's also a possibility of my selling prints of my art, though I don't quite know all the details for that yet. And then lastly, I guess the point I'll make is that I've recently, myself and the rest of the Modesty and Right crew, have been desiring to get more musicians together as sort of a Christian coalition of musicians. Not Christian music necessarily, but those who share those values and whatnot, and those traditional truths. So if you are a musician, please contact me by all means. And because we are thinking of my releasing other people's music as well, so that they can be able to get the attraction they need for their creations. So yes, please consider that if you are a musician in need. I would love to help and whatnot. I have a bit of a sway in certain arenas. Yes. And then to wrap it all off, I have done, I guess, an interview. It's been split in two with Christopher Lawrence over at the SQV Crusade channel, which is a Catholic sort of restoring Christendom artistic center for a lot of things. And I did a very nice interview with him. You can find it on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @ModestianRight. But anyway, for the sake of brevity, I'll keep it short. I don't want this to get locked off of anything. Thank you for all the support you've given me over the last few years. It has been glorious and wonderful. Expect much more, and sort of a reclaiming of the love of childhood and some of the work that I've done. It's certainly all there. But yes, if you're not already Catholic, please become Catholic. If you are Catholic, strengthen your Catholicism. And that is the last words I'll give you for now. So with that, I sign off for the last time for a while. God bless, goodbye, and Christ be with you in all things.